What up, homies? Welcome to the second episode of our Disco Elysium playthrough. After we made it out of our room and downstairs to the cafeteria without dying to a heart attack, we met our partner on this case, Kim Kitsuragi. Today, we'll spend a bunch of time to get to know him and some of the reasons why we are here, why he is here, what the cop culture in this world looks like, and what he thinks about that. We also interrogate the cafeteria manager some more, and we get our first glimpse into the thought system of this game by confronting his somewhat inappropriate advances on the woman that used to work here. There is a time and place for such advances. Just as there is a time and place to consider subscribing to a YouTube channel about indie and story-focused games. Is that time right now? If you think it is, maybe pay the subscribe button down there a visit and help me reach 150 subs by the end of the year. Thanks for coming by, and enjoy! Alright, let's talk to that guy. Kim Kitsuragi, we're gonna try to call him Kiki from now on. We can ask him about this case. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following me. Huh. Someone didn't pay attention to the party pop-up. Tell me about the case. Let's get to know about that shit. Oh, damn. More options. Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, then why are we on the same case? And actually, I have all I need for now. Again, we will try to not seem as incompetent as we apparently are at the moment, so we're gonna go for this semi-deep option with would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Okay, it's not, alright. Why not? And that's all. Okay, why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. So we are not exactly a fan of the dead guy. I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know? Something supernatural. Sure. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? What? What would need to happen for this case to be sexy? The hell? This seems completely unhinged. The supernatural option. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? I don't know about that. Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. I don't know how they are mysterious. They are pretty straightforward. Okay, so the case probably is mysterious, but could it be sexy? Sure.
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
Maybe there's a young woman involved. Let's go complete thirst mode. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering? Oh, I guess that settles it then. I know I mentioned last time that if we will not be addicted to drugs or to alcohol or whatever, that we would try to be somewhat rizzy and let's say a substitute addiction for this kind of sex addiction, whatever. It seems just super weird. Also, why? I just noticed that we are standing behind this pillar. Can I come over here? No, I can't. Alright, just hide there and ask your sexy questions. Maybe there's a young woman involved. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering? That seems so stupid. I gotta do it.
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites.
Alright.
We'll get on it immediately.
Is he joking? Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately. Alright, cool.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
All right. You're being sarcastic, aren't you? Wow, really? That's mega sexy. It doesn't have to be a cult. It can just be a sex murder. It doesn't have to be murder. It can just be sex. What the hell? It's just getting too deep here. You are being sarcastic, aren't you?
Extremely.
Extremely.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even.
In my head. Conceptualization. I think this is connected to creativity and just, making shit up. So it seems like a weird way to go here. Continue.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist.
What the fuck?
Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
What? Challenging me to sex it up. Literally anything about it. I can't. Okay, we're back to asking about the case at all. So we made it clear that we are somewhat deranged by asking for all this sexy business. So let's just get to know things here. Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing about this case.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yes, that sounds good. No, I'll wing it. Winging it doesn't seem to work all too well here with our weird sex spin. Wing it. Brief me, please.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
So they killed him here? Maybe not here, but they hung him here for 4 days, and now no one here said a word until some anonymous caller finally called? There has to be a sex spin on that.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Where did we learn something about Wild Pines? There was some kind of jacket or something that had a logo of a tree and Wild Pines written on it. I don't know if it was the cafeteria guy up there, or if that was somewhere on a poster or something. I seem to remember that. This person was lynched, and it seems to be connected to a labor dispute between dock workers and the logistics company. And we are told that it's part of that. Okay, so wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Who was the caller? It says anonymous. So who was the victim?
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
All right, who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Okay. Hold on, and the RCM is, that's, I assume that's us. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. I still don't understand anything. We are the RCM, right?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Imagine getting sent to that case and there's a guy already on here and he on that and he greets you without wearing a shirt, half naked. And who's the RCM again?
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Super useful, huh? Citizens Militia. is police force. A self-organized Peace Corps of the occupied city of Revachol. Okay, so we are not a classic standard cop, apparently. Are we here to defend property of rich assholes, or are we here to actually do something useful? This seems a little bit like a leeway to accept our existence as a cop. Let's see. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Secret task complete. Secret task? Ask him to tell you about the case. Gained experience 10. Okay, sure. Can we go over the preliminary info again? I don't think we need that. If we're from different precincts, why are you on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Okay.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
So he looks at me and thinks of pissing. Alright, cool. What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything. You know that what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia. Tell me about it. Yeah, sure. Let's be straight up here. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Sure. Pop off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Alright.
On the surface, he's dismissive, but there's a conspiratorial glint in his black eyes. If only you knew what he would say.
It's dismissive, but there's a conspiratorial glint in his black eyes. If only you knew what he would say. So we assume, or we let's call it assume, for lack of a better word, that he is not a fan of this whole two guys get sent there and it's a pissing contest, as he put it. So maybe there's a spin to get this guy on our side here, huh? Talk of this, consider the phrasing. Pissing competition worries me. What stupidity is this? He would probably like that. You should tell me now, this seems irrelevant. Talk of this pissing competition worries me. Sure.
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Alright. So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Okay.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it? What's special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else. Conclude. So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased by this. Okay, cool. Sure, what's special about this place?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
The interchange. I wonder what this says about me that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, the case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen set by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. There doesn't seem to be anything about sex in here. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. Well, I guess that's the option, because none of these seem sensible. We are probably not a case-solving machine, and I don't think we are an apocalyptic omen. Weird. This seems pissing contest adjacent. Supernatural abilities is just we're just crazy. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I don't want to have a kill count, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Alright.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Huh, okay, cool. Tell me about the case again. Logic formidable. Why did the 41st send me? Inland Empire, legendary. Wait, what's it? Formidable 13, 28%, and legendary 14? Oh, because that's a charismatic question. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. I don't even care about the other options, so I gotta go for that. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following me. Uh-huh.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Oh, we had a 13. One dice was a 1. Jesus. Oh well.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Oh my god. Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. Jesus Christ. Alright. Sad. Well, it is what it is. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. You're right. What's there to know about a lame binocular? We'll work better together.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses. You don't look like other people around here. Jesus. Tell me a secret about yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself? That's all for now. Tell me a secret. Just straight out.
No.
I get it. Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
All right. We just lost morale, by the way. We probably noticed when we failed that. Why are we behind? Whatever. When we failed that sexy quest. I don't know how low this can go. We are at 0 and we lost 1. Is this bar here connected? Maybe if we lose all of that, we go completely insane. So we should avoid that probably. All right. So we don't push this guy.
The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over.
Oh, damn. What's happening to me? Give up. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. All right.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
This seems... I don't think that this guy has psychic abilities. I mean, maybe he does. I don't know anything about this game yet. But this seems... Because we are so high level in that... in this volition stuff, in that whole charisma psyche thingy, we might actually misinterpret things. So I think this is actually the case here. You're wearing glasses. You don't look like other people around here. That seems just super offensive. Do you ever talk with yourself? Question mark.
What do you mean?
When you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic.
Seems to me that sometimes the music gets a little bit loud when this guy is talking, so I'm gonna pump up the voiceover volume a little bit.
But this isn't an old school case.
I get it, you're one of those old school detectives, not respectfully. So how do you, tap the side of your head? Think? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything? Hint, hint. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. Sure, let's just straight out say old school and not respectfully.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us.
All right.
For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
Seems like the voice is not too low. Sorry. All right. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
Cool.
We all have our different mediums. His is written.
I wonder how many of these checks happen in the background, because this only pops in because I succeeded, right? If there probably are several other quests here, well, not quests, possible checks. Probably if we had extremely quick reflexes, we could probably snatch that thing from his hand. But because we don't, this doesn't even pop up here. Okay, we all have our different mediums. His is written. You don't look like other people around here. That's all for now. I'm not gonna go for this extremely offensive shit. So
Good.
Here we are.
Let's change the subject.
I think you should know that I can't remember anything. You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
What if I want to work this case alone? Beat it. You're cramping my style. Nothing. Just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
Okay, how's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
You're kidding me? Why containers? Okay then. That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. You're kidding me. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
All right.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Okay. I don't want to ask him that. Why did the 41st send me? I don't think there's a remotely good answer here that would help our relationship, so I'm just gonna leave it. All right. Cool. So now we're supposed to talk to that homie back here again. And squeeze
The
him.
man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
The man with the unimpressive beard. Sure.
Mr. Gart, right?
The
You
lieutenant,
run this place.
the lieutenant glances in his little notebook, and that's when he says, "You run this place?"
Yes.
He responds tersely. I don't need to read that. You can hear it.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The harbinger of ruin. What is golden orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor. I'm currently in between names. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on the solo artist name yet. Kim is about to say something. Let him. Yeah, the first one.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
Stay calm while this cop that doesn't wear a shirt tells you that he doesn't have a name or is choosing a name at the moment.
For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I see.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Okay, we suspect that Sylvie was it. Wait, he suspects. We got a bunch of updates here. Let's read that before we forget. Interview cafeteria manager. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. That's what we're currently doing. Inspect victim's body. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Okay. I don't think we will be able to. Report your badge missing. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. I guess we should do that, huh? And sing karaoke, but we need to find a sad song first. And we got some things done. The pissing contest. Apparently there was a pissing match between precinct. Police officer gets briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing it though and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. We did that. Alright, we found our sure. Alright.
Do you have her number?
Sylvie. Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant, who made the call reporting the crime. And we got one option now is to call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave. That's good. We probably should ask Kim to let us make the call so we can sneak in a quick, hey, I lost my badge call without him noticing.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Play the fool. Who, me? Right then, questions. I got this. I don't know that we have all that many questions, apart from have you seen anything? Which he probably hasn't, because he already mentioned that he isn't here all the time. And is just helping out at the moment because Sylvie apparently isn't here. So let's see what the questions are. Although I like play the fool. Huh? No, I'm good is also good, but we're gonna go for questions. Take the initiative, hopefully.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Where exactly is the body? Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? You know, I actually can't think of a single thing. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how did we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Okay, sure.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Me? What? Did I make that hole? Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
Why is he so angry? No, before I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says. So I always gotta stay on my toes here what to read and whatnot. Thank you, the lieutenant says. He opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved. Didn't go well, question mark. Yeah, sure, didn't go well. I think I assume we're still about that. You asked for her number and she didn't, take that all too well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
You know, I'm all about sex. This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. All right, I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know. I just went for it. You're right. I probably shouldn't have asked. It seems a bit two-sided if we, try to rizz up every girl that we see and just tell this guy, hey, motherfucker, you shouldn't do that. Although there is a power dynamic here, since he is the manager and he asked an employee out, that is obviously a very weird power dynamic that should not happen. So there is an angle here to go for the I am a feminist option, while still being this creep, which we hopefully can fix at one point. I guess I like to be thorough. It's just blah, whatever. Everything has something to do with everything. Same thing. I don't know. I just went for it. Let's go for... I mean, this... Either he gets more angry with us, or he starts getting defensive, or we get a little bit of an opening, because we are still figures of authority here. So I think we're going to go for that. This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist.
What?
What? That's right. If there's one thing I know of myself, is that I'm a total raging feminist. What the hell? You heard me. Do you have a phallus in your ear? What the hell? I said I'm a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I just wanted to see the look on your face. I like the idea of cursing everyone out that we meet. Since we are this charisma character, maybe can get away with that. So just go right ahead and tell this guy, hey, do you have a dick in your ear or what at? Yeah.
That's good. But there is a timetable for this investigation, dictated to us by the stages of decomposition. And it says we need to move on.
We got a thought gained, inexplicable feminist agenda. Did we fuck up our our option to be a Rizzler? To authority against the men. Cool. I don't know about research time. Whatever. I don't know about this world here. I assume it's a patriarchal world, as always. So that might be a good stat, because we will probably talk to way more men than women. So, problem solution. Something stirs in you, something interdisciplinary. It is a newly formed reaction to the tyrannical gender roles around you, or something you've always had. One thing is for sure, you're not a mild feminist. Oh no, these are incendiary thoughts aimed at undermining the very pillars of society. Could you fashion them into some sort of weapon, perhaps? The first strike weapon to decapitate the XY chromosome hegemony? What the? That seems hard. Hobocop. What the hell? Okay, so, and I could now, this seems too extreme. I like it up until here, until we turn into a crazy person. Internalize. But we need skill points for that, so that won't happen. Maybe once we have enough skill points, we can actually have more of these and then make a decision. Cool. Although, again, I like this authority against men. But it says it's a temporary research bonus. Research time 3 hours 45 minutes. I wonder if that's game time. Alright, let's get out of here. That's good, but there's a timetable for this investigation dictated to us by the stages of decomposition. It says we need to move on.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Not yet. Who killed him? I mean, what is he gonna say? I don't know.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
That's all.
Let's go.
We got 30 XP from that. Holy shit. Alright, we completed that. How much XP is that? 70 out of 100. It seems like we are sharing skill points between thoughts and skill points, and I want to focus skill points for the moment now because, you know, better rolls. And I'd like to push some of this shit up, maybe drama. So, let's see.
Not
Continue.
so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
Oh shit, I got 40, whatever mini real. I don't know what the smaller currency is.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But...
Okay, what's happening now?
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
What the hell? Alright, crazy ass necktie. What's real? Well, we won't be able to do that. Slip away unnoticed in this open room. I don't owe you shit. We've got 0 in that apparently. Why do we have 0? I don't know what these numbers, how they come to be. Up there it says savoir faire 0, but it's a motorist skill and we got level 2 in those. I think we have a negative. Where's my... I can't go to my inventory. I think we got a negative stat on that because we are wearing these stanky ass clothes. So maybe that's where that comes from. And we need to roll a 10 with 2 d6s. So yeah, that's where the 17% comes in. What's real? Oh, what's real? What's real? Just play dumb. Yeah, what's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Oh, real. He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent. Continue.
The IIR, or Interinsulary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, you mean some form of street cred? Oh, I understand. I mean you owe you money. Just keep playing dumb. By real, you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points to the red ledger on the counter.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Did I just hear my Thai speak to me twice? What do I owe this place for? What exactly is money? You're under arrest. I like this. Just weirdly spin this communism take on it. What is money, my guy?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. You know, I'm just getting my bearings. Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. I like this. Just play extremely dumb and just show him that all we have is these nickels and dimes here. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Count them and give him to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right? Keep the money.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this.
But you
Come back
did.
when you have 130 real.
What do you mean I'm not going to take this? I don't have it anymore. But that's horrible. 100 times smaller? That's horrible.
It is.
He stands silently looking at the coppers on the counter. Can I take them again? Continue.
For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money.
Get compassion, Dom.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Uh-huh. Good shit. Darkness rides. Pick up the coins. Keep it to yourself and pick up the coins. Darkness rides? The fuck is that supposed to mean? Darkness. I don't know what that means. It seems weird, culty. I'm not gonna say that. Keep it to yourself. Pick up the
There's
coins.
a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Don't you fucking pay that guy.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Ah, okay. You're under arrest. Just completely lose it. I'm gonna say that. They're gonna put me into the loony bin. What do I owe this place for? You're under arrest. What happens now? Question mark.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
He shrugs.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. I'll see what I can do. I don't remember where my home is, I guess. I assume we have a home. Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here without money? No. Fuck this place. Take my chances to the street. I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
I know.
Good luck.
New task. Pay for damages. The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck. Alright. Thoughts?
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Mm-hmm. Do I even have one? I have no idea.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South maybe? Far away? Up on Marvel Hill? South
You
maybe?
don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? I have only a vague blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on the building? I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobocop.
You can
Oh, no.
try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
What did I pick?
Maybe
Oh,
a street or an apartment will appear.
I picked Hobocop. I accidentally pushed my spacebar. I didn't mean to. Oh no, wait. I could have traced the way back home somehow. Okay. Is that a thought? Lonesome long way home. Encyclopedia +1. Factual memory returns. Let's rewind. Let's trace our drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards. Scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Is this already a tip? Should we follow that? I feel like that might actually be a good idea to internalize. We probably can't because of that skill point thing, but we're gonna try. Oh, we can. So is that now? Is there time going now? Lonesome long way home. Okay, cool. Hobocop. Okay. Let's think on that. Quests. Pay for damages. Ask your station for additional funds. Okay. Do we go to your car now? I guess we just go and you follow me. I assume we have to leave through here? No? To this door? Oh, here. Wait. Oh, shit. I wanted to talk to that lady. Sorry. What up, girl?
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Reaction speed.
She is appraising you scientifically, the way she would an exceptional zoological specimen. It's not like that.
Jesus. Raise up the granny. Who's Sweetie? Does that mean you like me? Uh-huh.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Continue.
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
And I'm too disgusting.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed long ago.
All right.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
What the fuck? What? You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? I've got to get going. This is turning out to be a completely freak. I mean, we are playing a charisma character, so this option just seems too fun. Let's see. Maybe we're gonna go for that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Okay. I drank so hard I forgot. Literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. I hope you're right.
You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys. On Insulind? This is wrong. This island, this place was called different. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel. A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. The Whirling in Rags. I don't want to be completely dumb.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
The edge of civilization and hell. We're all in hell. See, I have no idea. These are fun, but they don't fit. I've just started. I've recorded like close to 2 hours now. So and I'm already looking forward to playing this with a complete madman. I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revshol, dear.
She flashes you a worried look. Okay. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revshol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revshol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revshol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
It's 51
Yes.
and it's spring. Yeah, we read that up top. It's the year 973. All I know is we are approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here,
Kind grenade
take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Damn, cool. What is that?
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
Cool.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Cool. I don't know. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. We're going to pick that if anything else, or if nothing else is cool. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We're driving the men before us, hearing the lamentations of the women. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Wow, we are not in America here. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Oh my god. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. All right. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship. Reading. Dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Well, we're back with a vengeance.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
I like that this is a topic here. Cool.
But they still have cops.
If there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. How come there are cops? It's said that it's a people's militia, but still, how are there cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Revolution?
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
So how do I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? I want to know about this revolution.
Defeat, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me. But what does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
All right.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Empower this lady. So how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
All right.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Okay, cool. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
All right.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Sweetie needs money. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
There's something inspiring about a woman on the front line leading her platoon of men. I'm sorry it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. Is that rude to mention? I don't know. It seems a little bit weird. Thanks for clearing that up.
No problem.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Alright, we're not going to ask her to roll with us. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Okay, we're not going to do that. It seems like some kind of grandma scam here. I gotta get going.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Cool.